Hello and welcome back. This is day 300 of streaming every single day, another large milestone, which means we should have 65 days left of the year, which is crazy, actually. That's crazy. And this is our 57th art stream, and our second art study number 2, or this is our art study number 2 is what I meant to say. And today we're going to be working with Merryweather's old model's eyes is what I want to try to replicate. But also, I really like the way that his hair was done as well. Oh, that's right. I was going to do more preparation. Hang on. Let me go see if I can find this real quick. Let me go see if I can find this. I said last time that I wanted to find whoever had drawn the models, since I didn't find it for last time. I also realized the name tag on this version of my project I was working on the other day wasn't showing. So where's that? I think I fixed it. Under this? Yeah, I fixed it. That's the internet tag though. There we go. I think I'll actually leave this one up with just that, and then we'll have this one, and then we'll draw it right around here. And then we'll probably move it over here for whatever we work on. Let's see real quick though. I just want to find this if I can. Actually, maybe the credits are in the Discord somewhere. I'm not sure which model it was. Um... My guess is 2023? If they had pictures of it on the website, that'd be nice. But if it was 2023, then it would be illustrated by Luniiho and rigged by Two Wind Tales. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. I'm thinking it probably was that one. Yeah, I'm thinking it's probably that one, the 2023 model. As for the other one, I'm not sure where to find that, but let me try real quick. And I probably said the name of the person wrong, but I think it was... Let me write it right here. If I got it right, and if my pen will work today... I just tested my pen before this stream. I think it was that for the artist, but I'm not sure. For anyone wondering, I believe it's the 2023 model, but I could be wrong. But yeah, this is the one we're going to be working with today. I will try to find the other one next time, if I can. Let's get started. It's actually gonna be pretty difficult. I'm not sure whether I should try to do the hair first, but I might just go with the eyes, because I'm kind of torn. I might combine different techniques that I learn for eyes and just kind of make my own, which is my preferable method. I think it'd be a lot of fun that way. So let's try that. Rather than trying to do our own right away, I want to try to do the original right away. Just to practice it properly, because I tried to do the eye style of what I was seeing yesterday right away, but that's generally not how you do it. You just try to replicate the original first, and then you try to stylize your own. Also, hello there, Rio. I hope you're well today. I'm hoping my pen will actually work today, because it's a little bit shaky. Let's see here. This looks like it's a more yellowish hue for the eyes. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's also a blue, this one. Could be on the red side. It's not. It might just be a gray, too. It kind of looks that way. Wait, it's getting kind of close, actually. You know, I can hardly tell the difference from that far away. I feel like it's close to this, considering we're seeing some pretty close results. You all might be here in 0 in a moment. Oh yeah, that was funny too. I call him my real life ink dog. Oh wait. Oh. I think I just accidentally color picked because it's on the pen. So it was just a gray though. Okay, that's just crazy. It was just a gray. Yeah, the button is like right on the pen. Tend to forget that actually. You know, I could probably choose a different color too for mine, but I probably was just gonna keep trying on that one color anyway, so anyway, like, literally. I'm trying to find the right position for this too. I hope you guys don't hear all that noise. 0 came all the way down the hallway, making the loudest noises ever. I'm gonna have to cut some of this, and also it's too thick already, I can tell from that. I just don't want a repeat of a few days ago when we did the last one. Where we had to like keep redoing it over and over again. But that is also just gonna happen inevitably. And this one I can kind of see where the eye white fades more into the skin color. A very natural look there. Natural fade. Let's see here. Okay, we have the general shape. I might actually try drawing it all on one single layer again, because that seems to be a good method, but for now, we'll just draw the next part over this. It might come out better that way, but let's just see. Also, I think these colors are a little bit more complex, and I'm not sure which color they started with, but we might as well start with this vibrant color. It's not darker. It's more on this end, I think. Oh, almost. It's like right around there. Oh, almost there. But we'll just call that good. Again, some of the eye is, as you guys can see, it's more like this shape here. Some of it goes beneath. So let's try that. I can erase after. I just have a really thick pen for this, and this might not be the best for that reason. Cause I'll have to go back and clean it up then after. That should be good enough. Okay. This time we're going to try starting with just the bright color first. The highlight color, essentially, of the eye. Like where the light would rest on the cone, the bottom cone. And then from there, I think we can do all that detailing and stuff in a darker color. Also, I really admire how all these artists put so much, like, attention into the reflections. Like, I noticed they got something similar going on, like, right up here. That tealish color that we saw in, Nemui's model. And they even have, like, this little blurry thing here, too. I think it looks really nice. Oh, actually, I really love this part, too. Just the little highlight. How it's, like, a diamond. I feel like it really just screams Merryweather to me. For some reason, it reminds me of Astroline, and I'm not sure why. Which is his VTuber company that he runs. I try to grab a darker color. I want to try to see what this one is. Pretty much that. I might as well just call that good. I can do that, I guess. A little bit further from it now. I'll go with that. Okay, so as we can see here, kind of some of this. This is darker, of course, but we have like this color right up here and then up here. And then kind of just blends in a little bit there. Might be more helpful if we already drew the pupil, just like last time. So let me plop down this color right here, and then we're gonna draw the pupil first. That's almost immediately the color. I think that's closer. Might want to go into a more grayish, maybe? No. Better where we had it. That's like almost exact. I'll be happy with that, I suppose. We want it to be more up here. Can't see the rest of its pupil, but we're gonna assume it's up here. It's definitely not as thin as it should be. Okay. You got the pupil there. I just wonder if it's in the right spot. I think... Let's do this real quick. Need a bit of lengthening. But I don't want it to lose its shape now. Perhaps that's better. That's probably better, right? I think we're gonna put this line behind this. Trying to see where this space is here in comparison to where it is. Again, it has the same kind of rise, except this one might be a little more shallow. Guys, this is gonna be another massive trust the process. Trust me on this one. It's darker, so we're gonna need a slightly darker color now. This one will work for what we need. Since I know it's not all the same color. I feel like there's a little bit of this color in here, but it's like really faded. Okay, so then we have... Oh, so this color goes all the way around here too. Oh, I'd also like to mention, in case you guys are wondering, the reason why I'm not drawing the full eye is because this is just an art study, and I don't know what it looks like beneath the eyelid here. So that's why I'm not doing that. I just need the basic principle of how they do the eyes, and then when it does come time that I need to draw that part of my own actual model's eye, I'll just kind of wing it, I guess. It is somewhat important to know what I'm going to do with that part, but I feel like it's not as important when I'm doing an art study on it. Unless I actually had a picture, in which I don't. But if I ever do find a picture, maybe I will be able to do that. Let's see, we have a really dark one right here. It's almost like a brown. That's too dark. It's almost like saturated. Or desaturated, I meant a little bit. Maybe it's not. I'd say that's pretty close. Okay. And then we have that part. I just realized it's already getting late. I thought I started the stream early. I'm gonna try to go as far as I can. I just don't want to have to end it early before I'm done. And I'm realizing that this one seems a lot more complicated in terms of how it was done. I really like the end result, but I don't have the slightest clue what went on in making this one. Meanwhile, the other one, which I had done last time, seemed pretty clear to me. Like, it was almost like a revelation came to me. I was like, oh my gosh, I think I know how they did that. That's pretty much how it happened. And I was like, oh, I know, I should make it into an art stream. But then I also picked other VTubers, which I liked parts of the model of. And then we worked on it like that. What's funny is I was actually going to do a stream of drawing Mary's VTube avatar. One of them. But then I didn't get to it. It's true, I didn't get to it, but I had wanted to. The plan was there. I had also been working on another... I might have done this too high up. I was working on another VTube model one. Like, it was not VTube model. I was working on another VTuber's like character art. I was just working on an art for them. But they didn't know. Or maybe they did, actually. I don't know. Something I never thought about. And lest you guys think I was talking about like an actual model, no, I mean like just an art piece. I am not the type of person to randomly surprise someone with a model. Because I know I myself probably wouldn't like that. Because I like to be able to do things myself a little bit. And since this is something I've been looking forward to for so long, I probably wouldn't like that myself. And yeah, that's pretty much how I apply things to other people, is like, if I don't like something, it's negatively meaning, then I feel like other people probably might have the same thing. I'm actually not sure. Some people might like getting models for as gifts. I think actually Mary's had some like that. I thought he commissioned at least some of them, so I'm not gonna say he did all of them, but I think some of them, or one of them, maybe one of his Christmas outfits was a gifted one. Vaguely remember this. Vaguely. Also, I really like how dark this color is to black, but without being black. Because you want to be able to save the color black for only when needed. And same with like the brightest white, you only want to save that for when needed in artwork. Just due to the fact that you can only go so dark and so light before things start getting messed up. Like shading and lighting and stuff. I think there is a way to make it work, but yeah, you can only go so dark and so light. Okay. You know, if there's one thing I like about this this eye a lot is just drawing it does feel a little bit therapeutic. The other one I was racking my brain trying to figure out, but I also did have an idea of what was going on. I don't know, it's hard. I think I'll probably be more likely to choose the other style. Or rather than choosing a style, I'll be changing things the way that I like them. I feel like this didn't change at all. See, this is like what I was trying to say the other day about like a painter style, is like, this is a very painted eye. Is what I'd call this. Like they painted all the details rather than blending. At least it looks like that. Unless, like I was trying to say about this before, is that from my perspective, I don't know what they could have done. They could have layered stuff. They could have done like different colors and then blended them into each other. So from my perspective, it just looks like it's painted, but I have no idea if it actually was. It does look like it though. You know, I wonder if any of these people have put up, like, videos of them, making them before? I think it's not too common to have videos of those out, especially if they were, like, a gift for someone and you don't want them to know about it, or um, if it's, like, your debut. You don't really want to what's it called? To, like, you don't want to give it away too soon or anything like that. That's why I was a little bit iffy about posting even, like, progress videos or, like, streams of mine. But I think that, all in all, I'm gonna want to look back on what it took to make mine, and I might stream it a little bit. But it also kind of ruins the debut for anyone who's looking forward to it. Because usually people like to have a surprise, and then it's like really exciting and everything. But I think it kind of just, it doesn't ruin the surprise, but it definitely, I mean, it kind of does. It kind of does. Who am I kidding? It kind of does. So that's why I'm a little bit torn on it, on the subject. I think it'll be too hard for me to record videos of it, because, well, there's gonna be a lot of work to do. It's gonna be really hard. Also, I'm not really a fan of having to do, eyelashes. I'm fine doing my own, just because I know they don't have to be perfect or whatever, but when it comes to other characters, though, I just want to get them close to what they look like, and it kind of is a little bit gut-wrenching when I can't. So I'm just gonna try to get the shape of this here. They chose, like, black for this. That's interesting. Did I just put this on, like, the same layer? Oh my gosh, I did. Hang on, I need to rescue this eyelash. I need to rescue the eyelash. This needs to go above everything. Oh no. This is probably gonna be off by a long shot. We just need the general, shape. Man, the patience and time that it takes to do these, it's crazy. I know it's gonna feel so fulfilling when I can finally make my own, but it's gonna be so exhausting too. As an artist, I cannot explain the strange phenomenon of how exhausting but also accomplishing art feels. It's a strange phenomenon indeed. I am actually, like, I don't have the slightest idea what I'm doing with this one. So bear with me. Was that zero squeaking coming through? I'm not even sure how to blend this properly. Man. I'm gonna add a little bit more of this if I can. I feel like I chose the wrong color for this. And we're gonna do a glow layer. And I have a feeling I should kind of cut back on it just a little bit. That might be too much. Actually looks like a rising, like a sunset. That's nice. Hello, Sanic. Hope you're well today. I'm gonna guess this is a very light pink. If I can actually see it. Very light pinkish color. And thin. Yeah. Let me make this more thin actually. Just gonna need to blend a little bit. Does hang down a little bit more here. Making it too thick there. This is very hard. I think if we make it thin enough, then it might look similar. That's nice. I feel like mine looks like a very bad quality version, but yeah, I'm trying, alright, I'm trying. Mm, interesting. Why is it doing that? I'm gonna do a little bit of blending without messing it up. I'm just noticing the corners down here are lit up by this thing there. I can start to kind of see it now. I think I can kind of see it now. Oh, wait a second. Interesting. That means it's probably... The top stuff is probably a transparent layer. Darn. Let's draw it manually then. I'm just happy to see that they used the whitest white for this part. And for the highlight, I think that's a very good touch. In fact, we can just that over the pupil. Wait, what is this? Oh, I did it on the wrong layer. Let's put it over here then. You leave some space at the top though, which means it's more like about here. I'm gonna make it an equal diamond shape. That's what makes it a diamond. Almost. Looks like we'll have no blending with the other color up there, though. Looks like it's just a solid color. Solid dark teal. I rock with that, rock with that. Okay. It does actually have a gradient on it, which is nice. There's like this little darkish spot here, if you guys see that. That goes really dark. Like that. And then we'll just blend the two together from there. Just a little bit, because we don't want to mess this up. Should be enough, honestly. I think I kind of messed it up with that blending, because the blend tool doesn't like to work with me. I just need to really blend it like right there, pretty much. Okay, and then we have... What's next? After this layer, we could do... Where's the other layer? Oh, these ones. Okay. I'm gonna do one over this, and we're gonna choose a dark gray for this, because I believe they chose a dark gray on the blue scale. Probably. Yeah, pretty much that. Then went like this and just outlined right here. Or maybe they had that first, I'm not sure. I think I have slightly too on the blue side, though. I think go on a gray side. More gray. It's not perfect, and we didn't do the right size for either of these, but that's just an easy fix for these ones. We can quite literally just fix it like this. And then for this one specifically, we'll keep both those highlighted, and then we'll move this up back to where it should be. A tad smaller. Right about there. This one could be a little bit smaller too, so let's just change that real quick. Try to see the distance right about there. Might actually need to be one more in, because I'm also trying to measure this way and this way, what point this comes out to. One thing I really do like about the eyelashes here, though, is that it has the red here and then blue here as, like, reflections of the colors there. But I don't think I'm gonna work on the eyelashes. Maybe I'll end up coming across another VTube model that has, something like that I might try to tune into next time. Eyelashes, I mean, because I really just am not a fan of drawing eyelashes. Like I said though, unless it's my own character's eyelashes, then I don't mind, because then I don't feel bad for messing them up. So when I do it on my own model, it should be fine. Is there something I'm missing? Oh yes, yes, there's something I'm missing. Hello, where's the shade? Where's the shade? Let's do it above this one. We're gonna put like a thick layer over this. Oh, we're gonna make sure it's completely gray though. We're gonna make sure it's dark, because we're gonna make it a transparent layer after. And it should lighten up a little bit after that. I'm also gonna try to blend it if I can. If the blending doesn't work, then I'll just make it transparent. Should I start with it on just above the white layer? Because that might work better. Technically, we have all the shading of the eye done. So we could just do that for starters. I need to find the actual layer first. That. It just looks a little bit worse, if you guys see what I mean. Because I guess I didn't draw it to the outside all the way of the one color. The base color. Let's try the blend method first. Or the blur method, actually. I see that it kind of messes up the top part, though. But does, in fact, give a similar effect. I just think it's not the one we're looking for. You can blur this part a little bit. And maybe a little bit right here. But I think, overall, we don't want to do that. We probably just want to use this to make it much lighter. Oh, wait, so I can tell that's almost like a, I want to say like a bone marrow color. What is that? It's a slightly yellowish gray. I think it is. Yeah, it's a yellowish gray. It's interesting. I could technically just apply a yellowish gray color to it. Looks like it's around here somewhere. And then we just go over here. That's better. That's why I was able to look a little bit darker. Or rather more concentrated. So yeah, I guess that's my take on that. It didn't turn out as good as the last one, I feel like, but I still feel like I got some progress on that. Let's see here. We can move the full thing now over here. Put it under this one. You guys are so lucky I keep muting the mic because the dog is so loud right now. Okay, so what are we gonna try to do next? We have... Oh, we could try the hair. I might need this one. I have this one just in case if we want to work on trying to refine like clothes. Because I think when it comes to what's it called? Art rendering, I feel like the thing I need to work on the most is clothes. Because like I can figure out my way around like eyes and stuff. For skin, but then it comes to the clothing and it's kind of hard with all the wrinkles and everything, and I feel like I don't know exactly how certain clothes lay when someone wears them, so I think that's something I need to study more, and I think that's something I can probably study even from some of the models that I've seen. And this should be the same model, same artist as the one of the eye we just did. And then I also have this one in case we liked that one. But I kind of like the way the hair is. And in case that was the case, I have this one as a reference. But I also really like the way that they did his outfit. I don't know the illustrator for this one. Let me see if I can find it. It's probably on this site. This is, I think, a 2024 one. I could be wrong. Oh, this is 3D model in 2024. But I don't remember when this one was then. Well, I'm not sure. It might be by the same artist, depending. But yeah, so, let's see here. We can work starting with hair stuff, because, like, I really want to work on... I kind of want to go more for, like, Hanakyu's hair art style, but I like the way that they do the highlights. I like the way that they separate the strands of hair on this one. And I feel like Hanakyu's, I probably would, like, mix that kind of style that I get from that with this one, depending. So let me see here. Oh, I just realized something. I forgot to add a folder in here. I'm supposed to have another one under Mary's. I put it above this one, and then I'm gonna make another folder. No, it's not supposed to go under. There we go. And then we're gonna do this. There we go. Make one under this, and we're just gonna get started. I might try to do a more painterly style, I guess. I just wanna see. Might not be able to get this color here. It's more light. No, too light. More desaturated? No! There's a lot of colors going on, so I might as well just save a bunch of these colors that I'm getting. Not quite. This one definitely is one of them. Oh, this one, yeah, almost. Gonna make it a little bit more blue. Yeah. Wait, nope. Slightly not. Nope. Slightly darker. More desaturated. No. Less. I'll go with that. I'm gonna go for a darker color here. I'm not sure how to get this color though, because it's... Well, it's close. Actually, I can't tell the difference. I'll just take that one. I think this is probably a white or a light blue on this side. Like highly desaturated. That's what it's looking like to me. I'm not gonna, I don't think I'm gonna do the red stripe. I just want to do a basic hair test. I'm noticing this like slightly pinkish hue too. I really like that. It's something that Hanako does. It's something I kind of picked up from her. I really like about it, about her art. Um, and it's how she has it like this. She's not the one who did this model though. Don't get me wrong. But when she does her models, she has, at least for her own, this like pink here to resemble like how you could see the skin behind the hair. I'm not sure how many artists do that, but I did learn about that technique from Hanako. It's almost okay, I guess. I'm gonna go for a lighter hue too, but I guess that's probably not necessary. We can just do that. Okay, and on the same layer, we will just start painting. I could use a different pen for this, but I think I'll just use the same one that we've been using the whole time. Turnip pen, which should just come with Clip Studio Paint. In general, I don't think you should have to download it. Okay, and then I don't want to start with a dark color exactly, but I don't want to start with a light one either. So I'm just gonna do a general like hair shape or something, like hair strands. If I counted this as like part of the part, or like maybe the bangs or something. Let's just like separate this and seclude it from the rest. I'm gonna try to draw it the way they draw it, but I'm not sure if I can succeed at doing that because I'm really comfortable drawing hair a certain way. I like curling hair a lot like this, so my bad for the inaccuracy of the study on my part. Okay, since it is 7:16, I won't be streaming too much longer. I have got to get to bed, but I will try to finish this as much as I can. At least I know we did the eye today. That made me happy. That made me happy. But we will work on probably this and possibly a study of clothes next time, or maybe Hanakyu's. Because Hanakyu actually, since she made her model, uh, she has like art tutorials for anyone who wants to try to draw her like her. So I might want to watch one of those first before streaming that one, that segment, just because yeah, she has like a step-by-step process on how to draw like her. So, and I really appreciate that about her too. So, yeah, I think that might help me with my style next time. Because these ones, I'm just like doing a straight up study just based off of referencing. But there's nothing like actually getting to watch the artist's process who did the pieces. And I don't have one on this one or the other one we did last time. So the next one should be more intuitive because we'll get to watch a video. I probably won't get to watch it on stream, but I will get to watch it beforehand. Okay, so what I'd like to do, I'd like to add like some bangs to this or so, if I can. Just because I need to work on... Let's see what they did here. I'll try to draw like how they did it. Just to get the bangs effect. I like doing a two-prong a lot. Two-prong tears. It's just what I'm calling it. It's not an official name, don't worry. I'm not gonna do the crossover one, probably, but I'll do that, I think. Or maybe we will. Just a small one. I'm not doing their style justice. And I apologize for that. My pen is not cooperating right now. It keeps veering off on its own. It keeps, like, getting a mind of its own. Dude, what are you doing? Am I the only one that ends up talking to their pen? I just realized that might be weird. Oh no. Who's doing that thickness thing again? Dude, it's not working right now. Okay, what we should do here is we should chop off this part, make this part just a little bit more short. And then we should make this one, the outside, slightly shorter. Okay, I did say we were gonna try to do it on one layer, but I'm not gonna do that now. The thing is, too, is I don't want to rush. I don't want to feel rushed. But I am gonna do it somewhat quickly, at least. The hair is something I think I'll probably learn from my model. That, or like I said, I'll just combine like different styles after I've studied more. I'm gonna try Painterly Blender for this one. I'm not sure if that worked very well. I feel like it just like ruined everything I just did, so perhaps I won't do that one. Especially not that one. I did more like this maybe, but that takes so much more time and effort. So we're just gonna use the normal blend tool. But it also kind of just does the same thing too, so. I want it to be more individual strands. That's what I'm not getting the result of. Because I'm blending it too far. Okay, that's a little bit better. We can also go back over and redraw like little strands after the fact, because we kind of just want a gradient in the hair to start off. And I think I'm going to start drawing a little bit dark colors in this. I'm going to do a masking layer. It should be closer down, technically. Let me try this. Just to make sure it's more close. They have like the darker colors towards the bottom, it seems. I'm not really sure what they're doing with the fade to back here because there's just so many colors for me to work through. Without getting like an actual visual, I think it's really hard for me. Oh no, I'm like lagging so bad right now. But yeah, I'm gonna try to do my best despite not being able to fully see what's going on. If you guys wonder why it's probably pretty off, that's because I'm kind of just going with my instinct on this one. Which means you're likely, more likely seeing my actual style for how I do hair. But I am gonna try to replicate it. It's just really hard. Throwing different colors in there does add more depth to the hair, but you don't want to do too much, otherwise it can kind of look bad, like what just happened there. It had a nice sheen though, actually, so I'll do that for this one too. We're gonna do it across here. While I would do like some darker hues for this part, I think what I should do instead is do the dark-ish color, like the blues leading up to it still, but then we're gonna get like this dark. Oh wait, that's already the color there. We're gonna do a little bit here, and then we're gonna do the pink at the bottom. And then we're gonna blend it all up. Make sure it's more evenly spread. After this, I'll do some manual coloring. Should have done this first, actually, down here, and then we did this one. Okay, that's not bad. And then we're gonna go back with this lighter color. These are the ones we actually want to be more visible. Then we can add some manual coloring over it for some more texture. I think that one's texture probably just messed up a little bit, but it is what it is. I'm just gonna add some more of this darker color in here towards the top, and I think we can probably fix it. There we go, that's better. And then actually I didn't realize I do have a little bit of darkness up here. I think I blended too much though. And then we can go back over with the manual stuff now. Oh, we probably want to do that too, but we can do that part after. We're gonna do a really dark color and go really thin. It's not the dark color. They do have actual line art on their hair. Since it's mostly just like a rendering demonstration, I'm not gonna go too crazy on that. Seems like when they have little splits off like this, they don't do too much like detail right there, because otherwise it will make it look sloppy. Erase just this last part here, because it was good until that part. Continue it down. Yo, how did I get this angle at first? It's a very annoying angle. Oh, my pen's messing up again. Go figure. Hello? Oh my gosh, bro. What are you doing? There we go. I'm not sure how they do the hair curls like that. It's been like 15 minutes or more since we last said that we should probably end stream, but hey, we're almost done, right? I'm getting low energy though. Apologize for that. Yeah, 0 will make up for the lack of my energy. What's funny is I just thought of something. Like, even if I had a 0 cam, he wouldn't be in the spot that you have the camera. He'd be running around the house. Sorry for the random turn there. Gotta see. It really is a lifesaver being able to turn it like that and not have to turn like everything. It was such a problem for me with traditional art. Having to turn the whole canvas around. Looks like they do have some differences in the hairs for certain parts, but I'm not sure if I can continue that today. So I'll probably end it there. Even though I didn't really want to end it like right there, but yeah, I think we got some progress done today. We did the little part of hair, and then we did the eye right there. It probably would have helped me if I tried to do the actual shape they did actually too of his hair. Maybe I'll do that next time. I keep making that same mistake real. Thank you, thank you. But yeah, I'm gonna try to get a snack or something before bed. But yeah, I hope you guys had a wonderful night. I will see you guys all in the next one. This was day 300 of streaming every single day, and our 57th art stream. Oh, and also our second art study. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.